us downstairs for a reception provided by the Abracadabra families. A word to our newest parents. Some children do not wish to remain in their character or even remain on stage. Please relax and go with whatever happens. It's okay, and it's all good. So here we go. The children of Abracadabra proudly present the first Christmas. I know this takes an incredibly long time. Thanks for your patience.
Ya estoy grabando. No, ya está. Ya estamos grabando.
Long, long ago, in a town named Nazareth, where the stars shone brightly, and the wind blew gently, and the trees said softly, a man named Joseph lived with his wife Mary. They were a special family and very close to God. In fact, God had asked Mary to be the mother of his son, and Joseph had been chosen to take care of Mary and the baby. When the baby came, they would call him Jesus. One day, the soldiers of the king came to Nazareth, and the soldiers said,
"Everyone must go to their town and their grandparents. The king wants to count his people."
When Joseph heard this, he went to the soldiers, and Joseph said,
"My family
but the soldiers said,
"Everyone must go to their town and their grandparents. The king wants to count his people."
When Joseph told Mary the news, he was very sad and worried. But Mary knew that it must be just another part of God's plan. And she said,
"Don't worry, dear Joseph. God's watching over us."
as time went by, Joseph spoke to his neighbors about the words of the soldiers. And the neighbors all said,
"It's not fair. We don't want to go."
The day to go to Bethlehem finally came, and Mary and Joseph started the long journey down to the town of their grandparents. They packed the donkeys with all the things they would need and started out. And you could hear the donkeys playing.
Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw.
All the way down the road to Bethlehem. All through the journey, Joseph kept thinking to himself,
My wife really is having a baby. It will be very awesome.
So Joseph was very kind. Mary and Joseph passed their neighbors on the road to Bethlehem, and the neighbors said,
It's not there. We don't want to go.
but Mary just thought that this journey must be a special part of God's plan, and Mary said,
Don't worry, dear Joseph. God's watching over us.
and the little donkeys carried Mary and Joseph closer and closer to Bethlehem. All the way you could hear the sounds the donkeys made.
Yee-haw, yee-haw.
And the stars shone brightly. And the trees blew gently. It was very late at night when Joseph and Mary reached Bethlehem, and they had to look for a place to stay. They knocked on one door after another. Each time, Joseph explained to the innkeeper, but the innkeeper said,
No room, go away.
They continued to search for a place to stay, and as they did, the neighbors continued to say,
It's not there. We don't want to go.
and the innkeepers continued to say,
No room, go away.
all the way down the road. Finally, one innkeeper saw how tired Mary was and knew that she would need a quiet place for this night. So this special innkeeper said, Mary and Joseph were very grateful, and they went to find the shelter that the innkeeper had promised them. They settled themselves for the night. During the night, Mary and Joseph dreamed of the words that the soldiers had said.
Everyone must go to their town with their grandparents. The king wants to count his people.
And then the words of the innkeepers came back to them. That night, the baby, the long-awaited one that God had promised, was born, and Mary and Joseph named him Jesus. Then they dressed him warmly and tucked him into the manger. The angels told the news of the wonderful baby sent by God to some shepherds on a nearby hillside. The shepherds rushed to the stable in Bethlehem, and there, just as the angels had said, they found the Holy Family. The stars shone brightly. And the trees grew gently. And the donkeys could be heard softly braying. Donkeys. When Joseph met the shepherds, he was reminded of the way Mary had kept saying,
Don't worry, dear Joseph. God's watching over us.
Joseph would always remember these words because now he knew they were true. I hope you will tuck Mary's words away in a special place in your own hearts, remembering that God is watching over you too, not just on Christmas, but every day of the year. Okay.